Hi everybody, Wardinator here. I know I haven't made a video in a long time. It's been quite a while, and in quite a while, I think I might have featured it in a couple older videos, but my little micro Fluval spec tank here has just become, I think, chaotically beautiful. I just let this do what it wants. There's some Ludwigia here that's all intertwining in there. This was some Java moss actually from a piece I tore out that was stuck. It was adhered to the wood. Behind it there's a piece of driftwood here, and it is just grown out, just immaculate. Like, look at all this growth. It's just freaking amazing. I used to keep shrimp in this tank, but they don't seem to live. They all died in here. So what I do with this tank here is, if any of the inhabitants in the 66 over there have any babies, and a lot of the platies do, and I had guppies in there reproducing too, so I just take the babies and I throw them in here. Now there's a little baby platy, but there's also, those are gups right there too. There's a guppy. And there's some other little baby ones in here. You can see them. But I raise them up in here, and I don't know from what parents or whatever they are. I just end up throwing them back into other tanks, and I mix them all up. So this is kind of my little baby tank now. I just use this for growing out little fish. And the plants in here, ever since day one, since I set this thing up, it's just frickin' immaculate. It's been great. It's these little Fluval tanks. I'm very happy with this. I'm happy with the light. The light is good for these plants. And I even got some Amazon sword in here. And it grows a lot slower in here. This has been growing. This has been small for a long time. It's just starting to kind of spider out now. But yeah, I'll take you over to the 66. Now here's the 66 gallon. I just got this little piece over the top, keep fish from jumping out. A friend of mine gave that to me. Yeah, you know, you're paying 22 bucks for some of these fish or whatever they are, and they jump out of the tank. It's not, doesn't make you feel good when you know there's $22 flapping around on the floor, or you come out in the morning, it's dried out, especially when you're buying these roseline sharks. They can get expensive. So I had a friend that gave me some platies, and these were all his. There's some guppies that I had. I was breeding. I just had the one male in here. I threw some females in here for him today. There's 3 of them that I put in here. Yeah, I just took a lot of plants out of here. This little Ludwigia down here in the corner, it likes to grow up to the top, and then it just fans right out, and then it's like a carpet. It grows right across the top. And these Amazon swords, they bush out, and then I end up peeling them off, or they lose their leaves. This ocelot sword that I have back here, that's this one here with the nice patches there in the leaves. This one's just starting to get some growth on it. I've been waiting for it to kind of do something, and it looks like now that I've opened up this whole area here, because there's that Ludwigia in the corner here. It like I said, it grows up to the ceiling here, or the top of the water, and then it fans right out when it hits that light, and that's when it starts turning purples, and it has all those multi-colors in it. It's a really cool looking plant. Piece of pennywort here. I like tethering it down to the bottom and just letting it go, seeing what it does. Now these little spider balls here are shoots from my Amazon swords, so I just keep them floating around until, I don't know, like I snapped them already here from the main. And those pieces right there can be pretty fibrous, and like, even if you're trying to cut it with your scissors, they give your scissors a heck of a time. That's really strong. Yeah, I just keep them floating in the water until I can figure out what I'm going to do with them. Maybe I'll just take it to the pet store and give it to them. And, oh yeah, I had some, see these little ones here with these little spear leaves. This one right down here in the corner. those triangular leaves. That's japonica, and actually I thought that had died out because I bought a nice bush of it, or whatever you want to call it, and they were a lot taller than this, and they all died off, and I thought some of my fish had dug it up. So actually that's it survived, because I just cut all this out. This is all just dense bush the other day with some of the plants. Like I said, this one likes to get to the top, and then it takes all over this whole space here, and the one on this side does the same thing, and it cuts out all the light. So I haven't really been able to see in there. Actually, it's good to see all my fish. They're coming to hang out now. This is actually a mated pair. These two, I had them in 20 gallon. They like to reproduce lots. They haven't done it in this tank so far since I put them in here. It's probably because they were by themselves before. And there's my rainbow. He's always happy. And I still have a couple cardinal tetras left. I don't know, somebody was eating them for a while. I suspect it was a loach that I had in here. And you know, loaches are great for snail control if you have a snail problem, but other than that, they're really nice looking fish. They're a pain in the ass because they kill off everything. And that's who I suspected was doing it, because now the loach is dead. I haven't seen him in here, and everybody seems to be surviving now. All the babies get to grow up, things like that. Like even the angels here won't eat their babies. So anyway, while I'm rambling on here, my 66 gallon is doing good. My CO2 settings here are still the same as in the previous videos. So if anybody's still wondering if I've changed my settings, no. Like I said, once you set this thing, you forget it. That's it. You have your setting. The only thing you have to do is you want to change those every once in a while, your diffusers, because they will plug up, and it'll actually slow down after a while, and you will get a drop in CO2. I haven't found that it does really anything crazy to my tank. It doesn't give me any rash of algae or anything like that when that happens, because I guess the plant, it's such a gradual thing. When it slows down and it's getting plugged up, that, you know what I mean, it's not a shock to the tank. So everything just kind of stays how it is. I'm not doing any additives, anything like that. So that's about it, if anybody's wondering. I know it's been a while since I made a video, so I've just been kind of leaving this thing alone and just cutting back and just feed every day and try to keep your same feeding schedule, and that's it. I haven't had any algae problems. I haven't had anything. I'm not dosing the tank with anything anymore. I was giving it from time to time. I will give it iron, and I will give it trace. That's it, and that's it. That's the only thing. I give it the trace elements from, what was it that I use, from Flourish. So I use the Flourish products. I don't even use this at all. I've actually dosed other tanks with this when they need it, but I don't use the fertilizer at all for this. That just usually causes more trouble, and that's about it. Like I said, iron and Flourish trace, and that's about it. And just follow the instructions on the bottles, and that's pretty much it. This is a low maintenance tank right here. It just runs, and like I said, I set it and forget it. I got a good thing going on with it now. 20 gallon. I don't know. That's kind of, there's just snails and stuff in there. My sexy new guitar. But yeah, I was talking about this one. This one's just been, since the day I set it up, just been going. And like I said, it's really awesome. So we'll catch you later, YouTubers, and yeah, whatever. I'll catch you later, and I'll try to keep up on making videos. Thanks.